Thank you for joining us at KCTV English News. I'm Angel Kim. All children on the island under the age of 6 will receive child support grants beginning next month, regardless of their household income. Jeju City stated that the related law has been revised to expand its beneficiaries to previously disqualified children of households that exceeded the standard of maximum family income. All children are now eligible to be registered at the local community service center to receive a monthly grant of 100,000 won. However, children who have been abroad for more than 90 days will be paid a month after the day of return to Korea. The beneficiaries will be further expanded to include children under the age of 7, beginning September of this year. Passengers traveling through the Chuja port on Chujado Island will soon enjoy a new waiting area. Chujado Island is a popular tourist spot that attracts more than 80,000 visitors annually. However, complaints were raised about the inconvenience of the cramped passenger lounge area. The Jeju provincial government will invest 3.3 billion won to build a 2-story waiting area of 570 square meters for passengers going through Chuja port. Construction is set to be completed by February next year. Violations of duty-free allowances on cigarettes are consistently increasing in Jeju. The Jeju Customs Office says that over 380 cigarette smuggling cases were committed by overseas visitors within the first 2 months of this year. The number has more than doubled since the same period last year. The Customs Office noted that many of the violations were made by Chinese tourists to resell on the island, as profit margins for cigarettes in Jeju are high. Jeju Customs will intensify surveillance on cigarette smuggling starting April 15th. Pyangdo, known as the Island of 1,000 Years, was discovered to have been formed between 27,000 to 43,000 years ago. Dr. Chun Yong-moon of the World Natural Heritage Center of Jeju stated that a new analysis of the current data showed that Pyangdo is between 27,000 and 43,000 years old. The analysis also showed that the island was formed as a result of volcanic activity on land, and not by the eruption of the volcano underwater. The long-time belief that Pyangdo was formed 1,000 years ago by volcanic activity under the sea came from references in the historical records of Goryosa and Goryosa Jeoryo. Cherry blossoms have bloomed 3 days later than last year, signaling the start of spring on the island. The Jeju Regional Meteorological Administration reported observations of the first cherry blossoms blooming on its standard cherry tree on March 25th. The flowers have bloomed 3 days later compared to last year and has returned back to its typical time period. Cherry blossoms peak a week after its first bloom. Now that the cherry blossoms are in bloom, Todd Thacker will bring us a quick profile of the Jeju cherry tree species, a beautiful and fragrant harbinger of spring that is a welcome sight after the winter chill.
At this time of year throughout Northeast Asia, residents of China, Japan, and Korea are fortunate to be bathed in the fragrant pink blossoms of a wide variety of cherry tree species. Here on Jeju, we can enjoy a native species of cherry that is a protected natural asset and designated Natural Monument number 159. Its natural habitat is in the mid-range of Halasan Mountain, around 500 to 900 meters above sea level. Over the years, the tree has been planted in strategic areas around Jeju and Seogwipo cities to beautify the urban landscape. And popular festivals are organized every year around the time the cherry blossoms are at their fullest. For example, the spectacular Jeju Cherry Blossom Festival is set for March 29th to the 31st along Jeongnong-ro Street here in Jeju City and at Jangjeon Village in Aewon. There will be plenty of activities for the whole family, including street performances, music, food, and a flea market. Until just a decade or so ago, there was some confusion about whether the Jeju cherry was a member of the Yoshino cherry species. That all changed in 2007 when scientists used DNA testing to determine the Jeju cherry is indeed a separate species that originated on Jeju. Thanks to its recognition as a unique species, the Jeju cherry's habitat and genetic lineage are now subject to systematic conservation. This is great news, as it will ensure that this colorful and fragrant ritual of spring can continue to be enjoyed and cherished. Todd Thacker, KCTV.
Don't miss out on a stunning photo opportunity of beautiful cherry blossom roads. Stroll along flower-lined roads in Kapado during the island's Green Barley Festival. Enjoy a unique and modern take on the works of Gustav Klimt at the new Bunker de Lumière. Enjoy breathtaking views of tulips at the Hallin Park Tulip Festival. Korean and international movies are being screened for free at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday at the Jeju Movie Culture and Art Center in Tapdong. Taking a look at the weather, there will be a short spurt of rain in the early morning and cloudy skies for the remainder of the day. For the details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 12 and the afternoon high 17 degrees. Down south in Seogwipo, temperatures will hit a low of 13 in the morning and peak at a high of 18. Over in Seongsan, expect a low of 10 and an afternoon high of 17 degrees. Across the island in Kosan, we'll have a low of 11 in the morning, warming up to a high of 17. And up on the mountain at Songpanak, the morning will start with a low of 8, topping off at 13 degrees. Out on the water, winds will be out of the north and northeast at a speed of 7 to 12 meters per second, with seas between 1 and 2 meters. And here's what's coming up. That brings us to the end of today's newscast. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, you can find us on YouTube at KCTV eNews Jeju. Take care.